Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Flag from MissionStarCraft, bringing you another cold cast game from our friend, our submitter here. Actually, not here. Our friend submitter here, in the bottom, not bottom, in the right. Wow, words are hard today. I am going to do these cold casted and just do them once and go, as I do have about 11, I think, games to get through today. So thank you guys very much for sending these in. I just have a lot to get through. So if I do have a little bit of casting flub-ups, a few derps. No problem, just let me know in the feedback in the comments section or email me at missionstarcraft@gmail.com. Let me know what you think of what is going on. I'm going to send a drone to scout a little around to each position on this map. I am not sure. This is one of my favorite maps. I am spacing as to the name of it, but it is one of my favorite maps throughout the game. Really, really, really easy for Zerg to take third. This is exactly where you take it. You take your fast expand here, take your third, and you have just this little bit of land right here with which that you can take your expansion and kind of protect it very, very easily alongside your natural. A lot of new players to the game will think that this is their natural. That is not so. That is the third of the base below you. It is kind of confusing to be expanding towards your enemy. It is very, very, very vulnerable to air, but it's not that vulnerable to anything else. I'm going to keep sending that drone around to every base. Going to get to the actual base that our friend here, Unreal, is at last. Really a very friendly map, by the way, for for expanding for pretty much anyone, whether you be Terran, Protoss, or Zerg. I just play Zerg most of the time. So, and being a Zerg, expanding is everything, and it's so very, very easy to get that third so very, very quickly. We are going to see some double barracks play. You sneaky player, you Unreal. Going to get some Marines to do a little bit of pressure against the Zerg. 2 racks play, very powerful against a lot of Zergs, especially if they're fast expanding. Unfortunately, GDK, it looks like he's not going to be expanding very quickly. He also has, I think, 2 guys in gas there for a little bit. I think this is silver level play. I'm not exactly sure, but thank you again, Unreal, for sending this in. This is a very good game. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're going to send this Overlord around. This is a good thing to do as soon as you realize where your opponent is going to adjust your Overlord paths to where your opponent is. When I first started playing, I would just kind of send him to a base or send him out whenever I first learned that I needed to send my Overlords out, and then would just leave him there. You need to adjust all of your Overlords so that they are in the best positions possible based on where your opponent is, not just around the map in general. Then you get a good amount of Marines out. It is around the 4-minute mark, so we're going to see probably some pressure. Here we go. Here are some Lings going to come out. Just going to hang out by this little ramp. I do disagree with this personally. Once you get some Lings, there we go, or not. Once you get some Lings out, you need to get them kind of doing more. One of the biggest things that higher level players do is they begin to increase the utility of each individual unit. If you are a philosophy nerd like I am, you will love utilitarianism. Not really the same thing in this case, but just maximizing the individual utility of each of these Lings by spreading them out through the map, as each Ling has about the same vision as this entire group put together. So just little tiny things like that. Overlord placement, I don't really like this. This needs to be a little bit closer to be able to spot either gas geysers or just to be able to see what's going on here, see if the Terran is expanding. However, at lower levels, expanding is something that happens very, very late, if at all. Going to have speed for those 8 Lings. Going to be able to do a little bit of damage, hopefully, with those. I would like to see a little bit more out of our Zerg player when it comes to production of those drones, as we are 15 to 19. Not very good position to be in this game for our Zerg buddy this early on in the game. You really need to have a drone advantage rather than disadvantage against a Terran or Protoss, as a Zerg army in a one-on-one fight against a Terran army is not nearly as strong if they are in equal numbers. We are going to see a good amount of Banelings. This is going to be very interesting. Going to have a Baneling bust. Really, at this point, if you are a Terran and you see those Lings come up, what you do immediately is you either do this, where you come out to try and face it, which once the Banelings have popped, we're going to be very careful. This is going to be, here come the Banelings. Oh, doing massive damage to those Marines. Going to want to close off. There we go. We're closed off at the main. Going to need a few more Marines you're just going to kind of do a little bit of micro there. Going to really want to put down a bunker against this kind of an amount of, that is a lot of Banelings. Going to have 6 Banelings to come in and do a little bit of bust. Really big thing that you want to do here is you want to have as many buildings around here to protect what few Marines you have. These barracks are going to be very good at keeping those out. However, they are going to focus, yes, they are going to focus on this one supply depot and going to get it down. That is 4 Marines, but they are very, very low health. They are, however, I think going to be able to handle this pretty snappily. There we go. That 1 Marine surviving with 10 health. However, we do have a lot of Lings coming in to do more damage. This is a pretty close match. However, if you will notice, one of the biggest things is that the army size is very small for the Terran. However, he has a much, much stronger economy, and these Lings are going to be able to do jack freaking squat against a walled off Terran base. Again, we do have these here, I hope, on auto repair. Yes, they are on auto repair. Very nice, very nice. To be able to make sure that these speedlings by themselves... Ooh, we're going to have those more banelings coming in. I'm going to go to the production tab, actually, so we can see what's going on. We do have a +1. Very, very good step for a Terran player to do at this point in the game. There we are. There's that +1. Very, very good step at this point in the game to be able to go, okay, what do I need to do to gain a huge advantage over my opponent? And that is a +1. Ooh, going to get that +1 to armor as well. Very, very good step. Really want to raise that. That is not a good thing to do. Really want to have that up. Going to have these speedlings probably come in to see if they can do some damage. It is down. The speed, here we go. There we go. Supply depot is now up. Very good. Gonna have the banelings come in over to the side just to kind of hang out by the cliff, getting a little lemming. Just gonna act like some lemmings there by the end and go, you want to jump over? Nope. And here we come into the supply depot. Gonna do a little bit of damage, but they're not really gonna be able to get much more than killing that supply depot. Come on, put down that supply depot. Put down a supply depot. There we go. Supply depot is down. So really, our Zerg enemy here, GDK, is falling further and further behind. We're gonna have a tank. This is looking very, very bad for GDK. He is just streaming in more and more Lings. This is, by the way, what I was talking about when I kind of did that video on the mentality of the rush, where you get into this mindset of kill, 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 really wanting to just do whatever you can to murder your opponent. And usually in those cases, in the games that you lose, like occasionally you can just absolutely wipe out your opponent. However, it is a much better thing to figure out how to pin your opponent in their base and manipulate their play. At this point, you are manipulating the Terran's play. If our friend here, GDK, had built up a good amount of drones, expanded, he would have been in a very, very good position. However, we do have a lot of banelings out here. This is going to be very hard for our Terran to work at. We really don't want to do this. This is a very bad idea. Don't move out there to do damage.